Hello, my name is Julie and this is KS Mom Crochets, and today is a look inside video. I'm having so much fun showing you all my library and the books that I have bought or have had for a long time. And so I went to my shelf and I pulled this book off because I just love it. And I have seen several people make things out of this book, but I feel like this book is not talked about enough because it is such a cute book. This is called Little Happy Circus by Tine Nielson. Tine Nielson. Yeah. And like I said, I apologize if I butcher people's names. I don't mean to, but some things are really hard for me to pronounce with my accent, and some things I just don't know how to say. So there's that. But like I said, this is Little Happy Circus, and it is full of circus patterns. And I have made one pattern from this book, so I can give a little bit of a review on how the patterns are written, and they're a little bit different, guys. A little bit different. They are in US terms, so but the way, like I said, the way that they're written is just a tad bit different, but you know, it's easy to understand once you figure it out. So there are tons of pictures. Really nice pictures. I love it when they put big pictures in books. Here's the contents page. So you get 12 patterns in this book. And some of them are not like animals, I guess I should say. So here's like an introduction page with that cute little picture. And then she has like a what you will need page. Before you get started. She also has an abbreviation page, which comes in handy because, like I said, her abbreviations are a little bit different than what I'm used to or what I have ever seen before in a book. But it did not deter me from being able to make these patterns. The only thing that I've noticed about doing these book looks is that sometimes the shiny pages, my light shines. So I do apologize for that. She does have some really nice big pictures of how to crochet, how to join legs, things like that. So that is very helpful. She has an assembly page where she just kind of talks about it. Doesn't really show you. And then I think we're fixing to get into the patterns here. So the first pattern, so here's a page right here that says patterns. And the first pattern is the little Myst Bearer. And he is so adorable. I love him so much. I love that their body shapes are different. I think that that is so much fun. They're just, you don't see those long body shapes like that very often. Now in her pattern, she does use a 2-weight yarn, which is drop saffron yarn. I have used that yarn before. She used a 2.5 to a 3mm hook and 6mm safety eyes for this pattern. And he is really cute. Now I do want to give you an example of what her increases looks like. On her abbreviation page, I'm going to take a picture of it and pop it up so that you can see what her abbreviations are. But if you'll notice, she does use an I for increase. It'll say 2I1, which means you put 2 stitches in 1 stitch. You know what I mean? Like 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. That's how she writes increase. And then for decrease, there is the arrows, which means that you are, you know, turning 2 into 1. 2 stitches into 1. So like I said, it is a little bit different how the patterns are written, but it's very easy to figure out. Like, it's not hard, and once you get it in your head, you know, it's easy peasy. She does have some nice big pictures here of, you know, assembling, how to assemble. And then the next pattern is Mr. Happy Circus. And he is very different, but I think that he is so fun. He is so fun. Now, these patterns came out really, really big in the yarn that I used. It says 30 centimeters in height. With a 2-weight yarn and the hook that she used, her patterns, or this pattern in particular, is about 12 inches tall. So they are, like, if you was to use worsted weight yarn, they would be very big. So that is definitely something to be aware of as well. But like I said, I do think he's super cute. And again, she has the assembly page at the end, and then here's a big picture of them laying down together. The next one is the adorable Ballerina, and I think she's super cute too. I really do like her a lot. I really like her little bun on her head. And she's kind of plain, so that gives you a little bit of leeway to kind of make her your own as well. And I like that. I like that, you know, you don't always have to make something that looks just like the patterns. You can change it and make it your own as well. The next pattern is Shiny Miss Horse. I just love her so much. I really do love her. I love that feather on her head. I think that she is absolutely adorable. She's like a show horse, you know. Here's another big picture of them all. Some of the pictures are in the crease. I really hate when they do that. But I do like that big picture of them. The next one is Mr. Elephant Sleepyhead. And I have made this pattern, and like I said, I didn't have any problem whatsoever. But it is a big pattern for the, like, it takes a long time to make this because there's a lot of stitches, you know. I made this with a 2-weight yarn. He's a little crooked here where he's been. But I didn't make him look exactly like the picture. I changed his eyes. I didn't do the embroidery on the trunk, and I also did not give him his circus hat. So I just made him basically just a regular old elephant. And this pattern did not have a tail, so I didn't add one. I do love how the body shapes are on these. They're elongated. The ears on this pattern did take a very long time, but he was so worth it. Like, I think these patterns turn out so awesome. And like I said, once you get your head wrapped around how she writes her patterns, because it's not hard to understand. It's just, you know, it just takes a little getting used to. I skipped that on that. I might have to go back and do that to this pattern because there is a tail on that. There's just not a crocheted tail. You were supposed to take yarn and braid it, and I didn't do that. I'm going to have to give him a tail. Oh, I wondered why he didn't have a tail. Okay, so the next pattern is Little Miss Magic. So it's a little hat with a bunny inside. So obviously, you know, if you didn't want it to be magic themed, you don't have to make the hat. You could just make that cute little bunny. And there is what the bunny looks like, and it's super cute. And obviously it's smaller, so it probably wouldn't take as long to make as what the other patterns do. It says it's 17 centimeters, and with her ears it's 28. So she's pretty good size with her ears, you know, standing up, but her body size is a lot smaller. Okay, and that's a cute picture of all their legs together. And the legs are obviously attached, and then you know, work up the body. I don't know if all of their heads are separate. I think it might depend on... Yeah, their heads are all separate, I think. Okay, and then this one is Little Yellow Lon. And I like him. I think he is super cute. I love his face. I'm just not crazy about his mane. And I think that if I ever made him, that I would do something different for his mane. Because he does have like that cap on or whatever. I guess it's like, I don't know. There's just something about him that I just don't care for. But I do love his face. Like, I think she did such a good job on the, like, the way that the face is constructed. Like, the muzzle area. I really like that a lot. I just think that I would change some things about that pattern. I might would just make it all one color. And then use fur yarn for the mane. I think that would be fun. I think that would be a lot of fun. So, like I said, I really like the pattern. I just think that I would change some things. The next one is Clown of the Day. So if you don't like clowns, then look away. But it is this one. And honestly, my daughter absolutely loves this pattern. She really wants me to make it. She went through and edited like a picture that she had took on her phone and then changed all the colors on it of how she wants it. The only thing that I mean, I'm not a big clown person. Like, this is not my favorite clown pattern that I've ever seen, you know what I mean? They are growing on me, though, because she loves them so much. I just don't like those dead eyes. That would definitely have to go. It'd have to have safety eyes. Not crazy about those eyes at all. But anyway, yeah, so there's the clown. Okay. Here's another big picture of all of them together. Or some of them together. Okay, so the next one is Mr. Strong. And look at his chest hair. I like his mustache too. And he's got, they call it a weight bar there. That you can make to go with him. I just think that that chest hair and that mustache is just hilarious. Okay. And then the next one, I really like this one a lot, is Walter the Walrus. And I think that his ball is like glue or like sewed to his face. I just think his eyes are so funny. I really like him a lot. But you could also just like crochet a little circle, you know, and give him a nose instead of the ball being on there. But look at his eyes. Oh, it's so funny. I like him so much. Okay, here's another picture. That clown's eyes, though, I just can't get over that. I definitely have to, like I said, use safety eyes on that clown. Okay, and the next pattern is, I think that's all maybe the amigurumi in this. But the next pattern is a garland. I have to be careful because the pattern's at the top. So, she does teach you how to make that garland there. So, obviously, this is like circus themed, you know. So, like, she's giving you the things to go with your circus theme. The next one is popcorn. I don't see like a popcorn bowl so far, but she does give you the pattern for how to make that popcorn. And then in this one, she's got it displayed in her own cardboard popcorn holder. And then, like I said, there's really pretty pictures all throughout of all of them, like laying down. And then there's a thank you page. The big picture of the bear with the ball on its head. And then obviously it's got like a sponsors and suppliers. And then like the index. So I do think that this book is definitely a nice book to have. I'm very happy to have this one. Now I'm pretty sure, because here's my little thing here, that I got this book off of eBay. So you can find used copies of this. And like I said, this was a used copy but that I got off eBay, but it still looks brand new. But I will have I always link Amazon links, but always shop around because like I said, you can get used books, especially books like this that have been out for a while. You can find used copies elsewhere. But I really love this book so much, and this is one of my favorite elephants. One of my favorite. I have so many elephant patterns that I've made, but this is definitely one of my favorites. And there are more patterns in this book that I want to make eventually. I definitely want to make the horse and the bear. Like I said, Caitlin wants me to make that clown. I don't know. I don't know if I want to, though. I really like the ballerina girl. I mean, there's just in the walrus. Like, I really love all of the amigurumi patterns in this. There are some, like I said, with this line that I would want to change. But I do think that they are really fun. And, you know, like I said, there are 12 patterns in this book. And I just think it's fun. It's a fun one to have. So until next time, guys, I will see you in another video. Bye.